Salutations, Alm.
Hello, Clair.
And just what are you guffawing at? Such behavior is unspeakably boorish.
Sorry. Sorry. Very sorry. It's just, who says salutations on a battlefield?
Well, but I say it. Oh, very well. How would our fearless leader have me greet him instead?
I'm not criticizing the way you speak, Clair. In fact, I like that about you.
You do? Oh, salutations and, felicitations?
Hey, Clair, how are you? Wait, felicitations?
Was that too much? I fear these are rather difficult to devise.
You're inventing new greetings? Is this because of what I said?
What? No, perish the thought. I merely felt like being creative. Oh, posh. Fine, I admit it. You said you liked my greetings, and I perhaps wanted you to like me more.
But Clair, I like you the way you are. You're proud, overbearing, and don't give a damn what people think of you.
I am not overbearing. A boy will take that back at once. I'm the queen of Zophian high society. Why should I care what you think?
There's the Clair I like.
Salutations, Alm.
Salutations, Clair.
Tell me, were you not mesmerized and bewitched by my fighting today?
Oh, riveted. How could I look away? You're like a Valkyrie descended. I know that I'll never trifle with the Queen of High Society.
Not if you value your life. And oh dear, a Valkyrie. Goodness.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Truth be told, I needed a good chuckle. Alm, may I tell you something? When you said you like me the way I am, that meant a great deal to me. Because I care for you too, and how we laugh together over the silliest things. I feel simply wonderful when we are together.
Wow. Thanks, Clair. That's very nice of you to say. You're kind of making me blush. Grandfather.
So it seems we must finally take up swords together. I knew this day would come.
I'm sorry, Grandfather, but, well, I'm not sure I'm ready to talk to you just yet. Can you give me a little more time to process what happened?
Of course.
Grandfather!
So, you've decided to speak with me?
Yes, but I'd like a chance to explain myself first. When I first learned what happened, I felt deceived. You should have told me about my father and where I was from. But while I felt deceived, that wasn't the thing that hurt me. What hurt me was finding out that you're not really my grandfather.
You will always be my grandson, Alm. You and Celica are like blood to me. I never would have known the joys of family had I not met you.
Then let's remain a family. You can be my grandfather, and I your grandson. If that's all right.
I would have it no other way. Your skill with a sword has improved markedly, Alm. I hardly recognize you as the boy I trained in Ram Village. It seems war was a far better teacher than I.
Don't be daft. I never would have survived this long without all I learned from you. I only joined the Deliverance to prove some of your greatness lives on in me.
The Deliverance. When that boy Lukas came to see me, I knew the gears were starting to turn. Nothing could stop you from choosing the path you were meant to be on. I am glad I could be one of the tiny forces that help you get there.
Tiny? Hardly.
I will be with you to the end, until you finish what fate has in store for you. It was your father's wish, and now it is mine as well. It will not be much longer. Stay focused, boy.
I will.
There you are, Alm.
Hello, Faye. How's it going?
I'm doing just fine now. Seeing your face is always a bright spot in my day.
Well, I'm glad it's not a low point.
Now, shall I head back out there and slay more of your enemies for you?
Slay enemies for me? I would hope you're doing it for a better reason than just me.
Oh, is that what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll fight for any cause you desire. Just promise you'll be watching, Alm. Promise to look at me.
Faye, Look, just please be careful, all right?
Alm!
Hey, Faye. How are things?
Things are utterly fantastic. Aren't you gonna ask me why?
Why?
Well, remember when you sat next to me at dinner yesterday? You gave me that leftover heel of bread you didn't want.
You're excited about bread?
No, silly. You touched my hand. I was up all night thinking about it. Oh, but don't worry. I drank a bunch of tea, so I'm ready to kill in your name. Just point me at your enemies and watch me go.
That's... wow. I guess I'm glad she's able to find happiness in the little things. But I'm worried about the toll this war is taking on her.
Alm?
Hey, Faye.
Our journey will be over soon, won't it? And because of that, there's something I need to tell you. I know now probably isn't the best time in the world, but I have to get it out.
All right, I'm listening.
There's a dream I have. Or more of a wish, I suppose. But I dream that after the war is over, you'll return with me to Ram Village. We'll have a little garden, we'll hunt our own food, and we'll never have to fight another battle for as long as we live. Pretty good dream, don't you think?
Yeah, it's nice.
So do you think it'll come true?
I'm sorry, Faye, but no. I'm not going back to the village. I can't. Not anymore. There are too many things left for me to do. But I'll always be thankful for you and all my friends back home. I never would have found my place in the world if it wasn't for you. You're very special to me, Faye. Just not in the way you want. So knowing all that, will you keep journeying with me anyway?
Oh, I suppose. This is a pretty grand adventure after all. Still, I thought that if I came with you, we'd find something together that... Oh, never mind. I should have known such a thing wasn't really possible. But I'd like to keep my feelings for you, if that's all right. At least until we part. Will you allow me that much?
Of course, Faye.
Clive.
Oh, Lukas. Well met.
So how does it feel to have doffed the oh-so-heavy mantle of leadership?
Do I sense a hint of judgment there? I'm wager I'm lucky someone as level-headed as you keeps me on my toes. Forsyth is all drive and emotion, while Python... well, Python hardly seems to care about much of anything. Both are fine soldiers in their own ways, but neither is a great advisor.
Well, don't tell Forsyth. He'd crawl into his bed and never come out again.
I'd laugh were it not true. You see why I need someone like you? A cold observer to watch over me. Is something wrong, Lukas? Why the troubled expression?
Clive, I was thinking over what you said about my being a cold observer.
What, that?
Yes, that. It's true. I am cold. Few passions ever manage to flare up in me. Granted, I'm not nearly as dispassionate as Python. But just once, I should like to be red with rage, green with envy, something. I wonder if it is normal to feel so detached.
Of course it is.
and I believe such perfect composure to be a virtue beyond compare.
Well, I am who I am. I imagine I should stop hoping for more.
Lukas.
Clive, what is it?
The war is drawing to a close. I just wanted to offer thanks for your many services to the Deliverance. Without your fiery presence, we never would have made it this far.
My fiery presence? Are you certain you aren't confusing me with someone? Or is this an attempt to cheer me up after our last heart-to-heart?
No, of course not. And here I thought I was being subtle. People always see right through me in a way they never do you.
Well, that's because I'm the cold and composed one. Why do you keep me around, if not for my greatest virtue? Forsyth, I'm sorry, are you reading?
Hello, Lukas.
It strikes me as unwise for you to have your head in a book at a time like this.
Yes, you're probably right. But I swear I'm paying attention to the battle. Please don't tell Sir Clive about this.
Peace, friend. I was just looking out for you. If I may, which literary work has so enraptured your interest?
Oh, this? It's an old tactical codex. My father lent it to me when I left home. Well, it's more like I took it. My father is a scholar, so I spent my childhood surrounded by books.
Really? I didn't know. That must have been wonderful. I do enjoy a good page-turner.
Yes, I've noticed that you're something of an avid reader.
Guilty as charged. My father wouldn't have it, though. He insisted I train in the arts of war. What I wouldn't have given for just one full day, curled up with a good book.
Really? Well, that's one way to look at it, I suppose.
Forsyth, do you have a moment?
Of course. What is it, Lukas?
Remember when I was telling you about my father forcing me to train? I couldn't help but notice it upset you. So I was hoping to clear the air.
Sorry. Was it that obvious? Well, all right. We can clear the air. Let's see. How do I put this? Since I was small, all I've ever wanted was to become a knight. But my father insisted I wield a pen and barred me from the sword or lance.
Ah, so we were quite different.
I would have given anything for the opportunities your father gave you. So it hurt when you said you'd rather read. Books are easy to find, after all.
Well, I still would have gladly traded places with you. Whoever dealt life's cards was clearly in his cups.
Indeed.
Really, Forsyth? Reading in the heat of battle again? One day this will get you killed.
Lukas, what a surprise! You look well.
What are you reading today?
Oh, this old tome? Merely a chronicle of Zophian history. I started mixing up my reading list after our last chat.
Really? Why's that?
You convinced me I was being a fool. As a boy, I told myself the only books I had use for were combat manuals. I passed up countless valuable lessons just to prove a point to my father. Now I'm trying to serve as lieutenant to Sir Clive, and look at me. Every day is a painful reminder of just how little I actually know.
Nonsense. Though, if it makes you feel better, I have just as many regrets. Every time I barely escape with my life in battle, I curse myself for not taking my early training more seriously. But at least time is on our side. It's never too late to learn after all.
You're right. A warrior can be a scholar as well. You know what, Lukas? I'm going to keep reading this book. And if the enemy comes at me, I'll be ready to stab them with knowledge.
If they don't knight you for that, then something is clearly wrong. Python, I think an entire village could be swallowed up in one of your yawns. Perhaps you should try sleeping instead of staggering back to camp at sunup. I cannot turn a blind eye to this type of behavior forever. You're a soldier. Occasionally, we need you to behave like one.
Sir, yes, sir. Crivens, what is it with you knightly types? Don't you know how to get out and let your greaves down a little?
We haven't always been so formal, but now Zofia is at war, and we must...
Wait, stop. You actually used to be more footloose and fancy-free? So you're saying that if I dig deep enough, I might find dirt on Clive?
I wouldn't go that far. But I have heard tale that all the ladies of court would giggle as he passed by.
Boring! I mean, at least tell me they were salacious giggles. Come on, Lukas, fill old Python in here. Is our Clive a dirty boy? Huh? I promise I'll only tell my closest friends.
Your decorum continues to amaze.
Oi, Lukas!
What is it, Python?
I'm still waiting for a good sordid story involving knights. So what about you?
Me? My past is hardly sordid enough to sate your appetite for gossip.
Are you sure? You know, all the ladies in town keep asking me who the knight in red is. Which, by the way, means they're not paying attention to me, so thanks. But you can make it up to me with an earful of tasty, noble scuttlebutt.
I don't see how that makes any sense whatsoever, but very well. Well, back home, there was a woman I courted for many a year.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Was she a looker? Was it serious? Were her eyes like shimmering...
Stop pestering me like an old maid. Looks like the enemy is nearly upon us. Let's get back to it.
Hey, wait! Come back! I want to hear about your special lady friend! I've got you cornered now, Lukas. Now I'll hear every last juicy detail about that woman you courted.
Juicy? I fear you're going to leave this conversation sorely disappointed.
I'll admit, the mention of her doesn't quite seem to fire your loins. So, what's the story? Don't you love her?
Fire my... Honestly, Python, I'm not certain if I love her or not. Since being parted from her, I feel no particular longing to see her again. I sometimes wonder if a vital part of me is broken. I look at Clive and Mathilda and see... Well, you used the word fire. But whatever it is that they have, I seem to lack it.
Don't you worry. You're still young. The one true love thing isn't for everyone. Certainly not for me. And I dare anyone to tell me that I'm broken.
So you think such lack of feelings are normal?
Perfectly. If you ask me, Clive and Mathilda are the weird ones. The way they look at each other with rainbows shooting from their eyes. Look, one day you might decide you miss your lady. But take it at your own pace.
My own pace? That's surprisingly sound advice.
And if she falls into the arms of another man before you come around, so be it. I'll be here to cheer you up. We can hit the town, quaff some ale, spend all your money. It'll be great.
I don't doubt I would be in good hands.
Hey, Tobe. How goes? It goes, I guess. Do you think you could sound a little less cheerful? I don't know. You tell me. Why did you have to... Huh? Never mind. Forget it. Wait, what did I do? So, Tobin? Are we gonna clear the air here or what? Yeah, I suppose. So, is it just me, or are you and Claire getting... close? Huh? You think? I feel like she spends all her time telling me to bug off. Yeah, but that's just it. She's comfortable around you, or else she'd never let her hair down like that. That's a weird way of reading into things. Why can't you put that much thought into anything else? Oh, you're looking for a fight? Let's take it outside, clown. We're already outside, and I'm kind of busy fighting these other guys. Come on already. Let's take out your aggression on someone who deserves it. Hey, Tobe. Got a minute? What's wrong? Well, I was wondering something. So, if Claire fell for someone else, like Alm or, oh, I don't know, me, what would you do?
What could I do? I'd be hurt, but she's a lady of noble birth, and I'm just, Tobin. Guys like me are lucky if women like that even show up in our dreams.
That's a good attitude.
Hey, the writing is on the wall. She's out of my league. But I don't have to throw away the good things I do have over her. Like my best friend.
I wouldn't want to lose my best pal either.
Good. What do you say we make it through today and figure things out from there?
It's a date. Or a plan. Whatever. Let's do what you just said. Hey, Claire. How's tricks?
Salutations, Gray. I fare passably well, if that's what you're asking. Still, a shame you were not Alm. A visit from him would have lifted my spirits.
Ouch. Tell me how you really feel. But then again, roses with thorns are the ones I enjoy tending best.
And does the budding gardener think cajolery makes the flowers grow?
Cajo? I don't know that word.
You have no shame, Gray. And I have no time for empty words. Now, if you will excuse me.
What? Wait! Sheesh, man. What's her problem? Claire! Hey, slow down!
Forgive me. I did not see you there.
Look, about the whole cajoking thing.
Cajoling. And was there some part of what I said that you failed to grasp?
Yeah, just... all of it? What's the deal? What did I do wrong?
Oh, my dear Gray. Let me attempt to lay it out for you. First, what do you want from me?
I'm madly in love with you. Isn't it obvious?
You do not even know the meaning of the word. You think you can walk up to a woman and ply her with a few compliments? You truly expect her to swoon the moment you offer up your love?
Yeah, but I do love you.
No, you do not. You want me. You intend to have me. But not at the expense of your pride. You toss out kind words and I love yous without putting any weight behind them. That way, if I refuse you, you can tell yourself it was all a jape and good fun.
But that's not how I feel at all.
Yes, poor you. And what of my feelings? Do I not deserve better than these trite gambits of yours? My heart belongs to the man who takes time to know me before he loves me. Now never speak to me again.
Claire.
Gray.
What? You said to never speak to you again. So do I just walk away now or what?
I may have been out of line. I had only just found out how close Alm and Celica are, and I was sorting through my emotions.
So, I'm next down the list?
No, I merely wanted to apologize for taking out my frustrations on you. I did not mean what I said, or at least not in the manner I said it. Will you forgive me? Honestly, I enjoy these talks of ours. And not because of the sweet nothings you whisper, but because as clumsy as you are, I know you would never hurt a fly. You are a kind man, Gray, and you deserve better than me.
Look, I know this may sound like I haven't learned a damn thing, but...
Yes?
I'm more in love with you than ever. Okay? There, I said it.
What?
I don't even care if you rebuke me. Hell, that almost makes it worse. You're the lady I've fallen for. Your eyes are like... whirlpools.
Good heavens! You really haven't learned anything. But I think you deserve a proper answer this time, and so I shall consider it.
Well, all right then.
Hey, look who's here. What do you want, Tobin? Don't talk to me unless you need something.
Wow, what crawled up your armor? You know, you've been testier than usual lately. Did I do something wrong?
Nope, you're imagining it. Now how about we get back to fighting and forget all this small talk?
What? Hey, come on, Cliff, would you just...
Hey, Cliff, what's new?
Are you kidding? I thought I told you.
Yeah, no small talk. Guess I forgot.
Or else you're doing it on purpose to get under my skin. I really can't stand when you do that.
Yeesh. Do you want to talk about it? Maybe need a hug?
Tobin.
By the mother, did you actually just start a conversation?
You were going to approach me anyway. Don't ask me why. I thought treating you like dirt would have inspired you to give me space.
Ah, you don't treat me like dirt. Look, you like to vent. I get it.
How can you be so nice? I try to be nice, but other people just make me crazy. And when you let me take it out on you, I feel even worse.
So what? That's normal. You're my friend. I don't care if you give me guff once in a while.
Really?
Sure. Plus, I'm not so nice. There are lots of things that tick me off. I just choose to let them slide. Except maybe when Alm or Gray show me up. I can't stand that.
Well, they are much better at fighting than you.
Hey!
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Hello, Faye.
Oh, Silque. We seem to keep running into each other here on the battlefield.
Yes, well, I was hoping we could get to know each other better. There are so few of us women fighting alongside Sir Alm, after all. And there are many things I wish to talk about that aren't for the ears of men.
Well, I don't think that kind of friendship is for me. Sorry.
Huh?
I'd rather spend time near Alm than stand about gossiping. No offense. Anyway, good luck, I guess.
What in Milla's name just happened? Faye, there you are.
Hello again, Silque. You sure are persistent.
I would like to make a proposal. If you don't like gossip, why don't we talk about Sir Alm? He's something we can bond over, don't you think?
Talking about Alm isn't fun unless Alm himself is there. Look, it's okay. Not everyone has to be friends, right?
Faye? Faye? I've lost her again.
Hello, Silque.
Faye? I thought you'd never speak to me again.
Well, after you stopped approaching me, I realized I kinda miss your company. I guess I needed a friend after all. Sorry I was so rude.
Oh, it's all right. It's just nice to feel missed. And now we can finally talk.
You're a good person, Silque, even if your tongue does like to wag. I'm still not one for gossip, but I would like to know more about you. Maybe we can talk again soon?
That would be lovely.
Oh, Lady Mathilda.
Ah, Claire. It's been a while since we've spoken like this.
It really has. I was dreadfully worried about you after Desai took you captive. Thanks be to the mother that you're safe and sound.
No, thank you, Claire. It was your relentless fighting that put Desai's machinations to an end.
I know what it's like to be held prisoner. I remember how small my cell was in the southern outpost. I could hardly sleep at night for fear of what might happen to me. But when I imagine what you went through, and how long you endured...
You have a good heart, Claire. It means everything to me to know you cared so deeply. But I was never afraid. I knew in my heart that Clive would come for me.
You truly are strong, Mathilda. I hope that I might learn from your courage.
And I from your kindness.
Lady Mathilda, is something amiss? You've been looking at me so intently. I would ask that you speak your mind.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to stare. I just cannot help but notice how much you've changed.
Me? In what way?
Do you recall the last time we spoke like this? You were so compassionate. Recently, I've taken note of how you look out for everyone around you. You're there for them before they even think to ask for help. You've grown into a fine woman.
Really? I hadn't noticed. Also, I think you may be imagining it.
Uh-huh, but you just proved it.
I did?
The old Clair would have snapped at the suggestion she'd done any growing up. You always did hate being treated as a child, even when it was the case.
What? That simply isn't true. Well, maybe it's a little true. Lady Mathilda?
Hello, Clair. Do you need something? It's not often you come to me looking for conversation.
Something you told me before has been foremost in my mind of late.
And what is that?
You said I'd grown into a fine woman, but then I started thinking about it. It's not so much that I grew up as that I had to leave part of myself behind. I miss the old days when Clive and Fernand and I lived in the castle. Being a Knight of Zofia was hard work, but I was basically carefree. If ever I became cheeky with you, it's because I was happy. But then the war came and crushed all of our dreams. I grew up thinking that the world revolved around me. But now I feel it's just spinning madly about for absolutely no reason at all.
Clair.
I know. You're going to tell me this is what it means to grow up. But I miss the part of me that believed things would always turn out all right.
You may mourn it all you like, Clair. But such loss is part of growing up. And it's turned you into a fine woman.
Thank you, Mathilda.
And by the way, whoever said that our dreams have been crushed? It's true that things don't always turn out the way we want them to. But we can still find other ways to realize our desires. Just because you see the world for what it is, doesn't mean you have to give up.
I suppose you're right. I have to be stronger. Clive needs me to keep my chin up, after all.
You will be happy again one day, Clair. I promise you this. And Clive and I intend to be part of that happiness.
I hope so.
I know so. And feel free to lean on me more, okay? After all, we'll be sisters someday.
If you keep being this nice, I suppose I'll allow it.
Thank goodness for that.
Hey, Clair. Mind if I tug on your ear for a sec?
If that crass phrase means you wish to speak with me, then please proceed.
It's about your bro. You know, Clive. I really like him. He's so dashing. Plus, he's all cultured and stuff.
Well, I can hardly blame you for having such refined tastes. I adore my brother, and so I understand why you might be smitten with him. But I fear his heart belongs to Mathilda.
Ooh, Mathilda. Gods, why'd I even bother asking? Oh, Clive, my heart sings for you. La 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 la.
Pardon me, Delthea, but perhaps you might tell me about your brother. I find Luthier to be a singularly unique individual.
What? I think the phrase you're looking for is totally weird. Clive and Lou are like day and night. Or night and day? Whatever.
Surely he cannot be as bad as whatever you were trying to say. He's a knowledgeable and gifted mage from what I hear.
Oh, sure, but the rest of him is a total disaster. No tact, no friends, no sense of what's going on in the world. All he cares about is stupid magic. Why couldn't I have a normal brother?
I see. Greetings, Delthea. I was hoping we could speak a little more about Luthier.
Oh, gods, what now?
I was just thinking how you were exactly right about him. Gifted mage or no, he clearly inhabits his own bizarre little reality. I understand now why you might be so horrified to share his blood.
Well, yeah, obviously, duh. Wait, did I say horrified? Because, I mean, he does kind of sort of go out of his way to help others. So while he's no hot stallion like Clive, I don't know if he's all that bad. Lou's just... I don't know. Lou, I guess. I didn't mean to give you the impression that I hate him or anything.
Just as I suspected.
Huh? Hey, wait! Did you just trick me into saying nice stuff about my brother?
I merely wanted to know how you truly feel. And I must say that I'm relieved. Because now I know you love your brother every bit as much as I do mine. We must spend more time together, you and I. We have so much in common.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really big on mind games. But I do like talking to you, so... Oh, all right. I guess we can be friends.
Splendid.
Wait, is that him? It is! Sir Clive! Sir Clive!
Ah, Forsyth, how fare you?
Never better, sir. I could take on a whole army, so I could. Just watch as I secure us a grand victory in your name, sir.
Splendid. But while I appreciate your enthusiasm, I have a small request. Please do not run headlong into the enemy's ranks again. How many times now have we had to save you because you got separated?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I will strive to do better, sir. And if I fail to learn my lesson, then I am prepared to die a warrior's death for my mistakes.
Let us hope it does not come to that. You know, you have tremendous talent, Forsyth, but you are far too tense. Perhaps you should attempt to... loosen up.
Loosen up, sir? All right, sir. I'll work on that right away. Just watch how loose I can be.
Perhaps I am wasting my time. Ah, Forsyth, you're in fine form today.
Sir Clive, never fear. I intend to slay as many foes as possible in your good name. Long live the deliverance, and 3 huzzahs for Sir Clive!
Yes, very good. Listen, Forsyth. I couldn't help but eavesdrop when you and Python were talking. You do know that you can speak to me the same as you do him, yes?
Forgive me, sir, but I'm not certain that I grasp your meaning.
With Python, you open up and speak your mind. You're friendly, relaxed. That's what I meant when I said you can loosen up. Just treat me the same as you would Python.
Exactly the same, sir?
All right. Never mind then.
Sir Clive?
Forsyth, what's wrong? You look distressed. What happened to your usual vim and vigor?
I'm sorry, sir. I tried to do as you said. And I mean, I tried everything. But I just can't seem to make it work.
What are you talking about?
You know, being loose. You asked me to treat you the same way as I do Python, remember? But the only way I could do it was to treat Python with more respect. And the filthy things that man says. We ended up coming to blows. Lukas had to step in and pull us apart. How can I ever treat him like you?
I think you may have approached the problem the wrong way.
Sir Clive, why can't things just stay the way they are? You're the land's finest knight, a symbol of everything I've ever admired. And I know this is strange considering how long we've fought together, but I still get excited every time I have a chance to speak with you. If I seem tense or get carried away, it's probably because of that. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
We are?
You're finally starting to open up. Just don't overthink it, all right? Also, I assure you that I am not worthy of such levels of admiration. You've seen all the terrible mistakes I've made. I feel guilty being put on anyone's pedestal.
Nonsense, sir. True, losing Zofia Castle was a blow, and we've seen our share of failures. But I've watched you closely. Every time, you picked yourself up, dusted yourself off, and kept going. You are the reason we all still have hope. I want to put you on my pedestal. I want you pedestaled. Because it's my faith in you that gives me the courage to fight without fear. I know Alm may be our leader now, but you're still the banner we look to. You should remember that, sir.
I shall. Thank you, Forsyth. And forgive me for asking you to change who you are. I realize now that you're already the sort of man the Deliverance needs.
You mean it, sir? Oh, thank you. You honor me.
Is the battle over yet? This is exhausting. Just get me as far away from the front lines as possible.
Python.
Yes!
yes? Why the surprise? I just wanted to see how you were faring.
Oh, well, I suppose I've had better days, sir.
Honesty always was your finest trait. Still, now that Alm has assumed leadership, we've many new recruits. They're inexperienced, and even frightened in many cases. Such men look to you, and it would behoove you to set a better example.
Begging your pardon, but I ain't so sure that's a good idea. Folks already got you and Forsyth and Lukas for role models if they want them. If old Python starts acting all hoity-toity, they'll have no one approachable left. Someone around here has to stay on their level.
I understand, but this is an army. We must also teach them discipline.
You won't get discipline if you don't create a welcoming atmosphere.
And you don't think we have that now?
Well, I didn't say that, sir. But truth is, it's not always easy for everyone to find his or her place here.
I see. Ah, Python, I'm glad I found you.
Something wrong?
I must confess, our last discussion has been weighing on me quite heavily. I seek to close the rift between the Deliverance's nobles and commoners. But there are days when it seems to only grow wider. Have I not endeavored to treat those of low birth fairly? I always thought to reward my men based on merit, not station. And yet you believe that some still struggle to fit in.
Well, you won't win any points by using terms like low birth, sir. You make it sound like it's our privilege to be elevated to your level. Like, if we don't have your station, then all we really have are our merits.
I never meant to slight you, Python. Nor anyone else.
Yeah, I know that. And anyway, you didn't create the order of the world. It ain't your fault. But, respectfully and all, you might want to stop preaching understanding. You can't understand us. Not really. Your life is just very different.
You're right. I've never had to worry about starving or freezing to death. I have never had to face the same indignities or despair as you. Yet in trying to champion those causes, perhaps I have become a hypocrite.
Don't flog yourself about it. Lots of commoners want a champion like you. Hell, Forsyth practically walks behind you tossing out rose petals. But some of us common folk just aren't ever gonna relate to you, so... You know what? What do I know? Forget I said anything, sir.
Python, wait. Python.
Sir Clive, your spirits lifted yet? Sorry for running my mouth, by the way. After our last heart-to-heart, everyone blamed me for putting you out of sorts. Clair practically had me at lance point. Wait, not practically, literally. Anyway, if you could tell him to let up on poor Python, I'd appreciate it.
I apologize for what you went through, especially that lance business. It took me some time to come to grips with all you told me. Would you hear me out?
All right.
Python, I believe in structure. There should be a king and a nobility, and beneath them, common people. That is the structure I was born into. And, to be blunt, I still believe it is the structure a kingdom needs to survive. So I apologize if that does not sit well with you. But I can believe all that, and still have tremendous respect for you. I mean what I say, Python. Noble or common, any man who fights at my side is my ally and friend. I just wanted you to know that.
I really got your silk stockings in a bunch, didn't I? Well, so long as we're leveling with each other, I think you're dead wrong. Nobles living fancy while the people starve ain't structure. It's privilege. And I hate any man who looks down on me because of it. Now, does that mean I hate you? No. You may not be my favorite person in all the land, but...
Clearly not.
Touché. Well, let's just agree to disagree on this point, huh? You may not know what it is to starve or freeze, but you still put your life and livelihood at risk for the sake of others. That's enough to win my respect. I mean, it's sure as hell something you'll never catch me doing. So even if you don't have my undying affection, rest assured that you have my bow, at least until this mess is over.
This gladdens me, Python. Thank you. I cannot say what waits for us at the end of all this, but I hope that we will secure better lives for noble and commoner alike. So please, keep fighting. If not for me, then for Alm.
I said I would already, didn't I? Whatever. You got it, sir.
Clive!
Mathilda! Every night I dreamt of being able to fight at your side again like this.
As did I, my love. I fear I'm so excited I can barely keep hold of my weapon. You do have that effect on me.
In that case, I hope I don't lose us the damn battle. There's no need for you to be nervous. I'll be right here. Now go forth and tear the enemy apart like the beautiful war maiden you are.
I thought you would never ask. Watch over me, my love.
My sweet, how could I do elsewise?
Clive!
Mathilda, the artistry of your lance wings has been making my heart soar.
I have a long way to go before I can wield a lance like you, my love.
Nonsense, my darling. There is no warrior I would sooner go back-to-back with in battle than you. You will bring us certain victory. Mark my words.
I'm so very glad you agree. In truth, I was just checking. Now point me at your foes, that I may cut the louts down one by one.
Where to begin?
Clive.
Mathilda, what grieves you? You look so sad. Where hides your lovely smile?
It's your sister. She claims I was showing you up on the battlefield, that it was unbecoming. This conversation set my mind a whirl. On the battlefield, man and woman are equals, judged by skill alone. But you are to be my lord husband. It was never my wish to diminish you or bring you shame.
My sister is the one who should be ashamed. Such an old-fashioned idea. I will never be your lord, and your exploits bring me naught but pride. If I want to outshine you, then I must earn it by my own hand. Don't you dare change. I love you exactly as you are.
And here I thought I could never love you more.
Now get back out there and have at those dastards, you wild Valkyrie.
It does my heart good to hear those words. Now stand back while I unleash the 7 hells upon these pitiful fools.
Python. Oh, Python!
Crevens, here he comes again. What is it now, Forsyth?
Don't give me that innocent mummery act. Do you think I'm not watching you? Sir Alm and the others are fighting 5 times as hard as you are. You're barely even pretending to try. Have you no honor or shame?
Shame? Nope, sorry, not feeling it. But good on that lot for keeping at it.
You know, it's high past time I told you a number of...
Whoops, here comes the enemy. Gotta skedaddle now. Ta-ta!
Python? Come back here at once! He simply does not get it. Python?
Oh my gods, it's after me again. Won't someone say poor Python?
I am not an it, you daft fool! Why can't you take things seriously?
Because I'm more effective when I don't?
Oh, you needn't tell me twice. I'm well aware of how you function in this world. No goals, no passion, just flitting about while doing the bare minimum. Your life must be so horribly empty.
It's pretty grand, actually. So, maybe you should stop painting me as the picture of misery and woe. The carefree life is surprisingly fun. You should give it a whirl.
Well, I have thought I might benefit from being a bit more capricious.
Why, you? Oh, gods, no. You'd be terrible at it.
You just said I should do it!
Forsyth, you all right there, pal? You haven't yelled at me yet. In fact, you never snap at me anymore. Don't tell me you've given up.
No, I wouldn't call it giving up. But the excuses you come up with for not trying are beyond comprehension.
That's because you're not trying to comprehend them. Look, I'm not like other folks. I don't like chasing wildly after some dream. Dreams don't fill the belly, and they sure don't pay for life's other comforts. So you know what? I'm happier without them.
Truly? Well, that sounds utterly depressing. But if you're happy, I'll let it be. But we are fighting a battle here, so perhaps a modicum of help is in order?
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll give you my all.
Oh, somehow I doubt that.
Hold, Delthea.
Huh? What is it, Lou?
Would you please stop fooling about? This is a battlefield. You've been acting far too brazen. You're going to get someone killed.
Well, excuse me for taking some initiative around this joint. I go out and wipe the floor with the bad guys, and now I get a lecture?
I'm not criticizing you, but showing a bit of dignity would be nice. For you see, the thing about you is...
Would you please shut up? Nothing I do is ever good enough for you. Just leave me alone, you big loser.
Pardon me? Hold it! You come back here right now, young lady, or I'll... Delthea?
Hum-de-dum-de-doo.
Young lady, it is rude to ignore people.
No, it's rude to ignore nice people. So you don't count.
Of course I count. Everyone counts. Delthea, listen to me. I don't give you these lectures because I hate you.
Well, you could have fooled me, because you never say anything nice. You know better than anyone how I was born with a gift. All that natural talent. And yet you still want me to defer to everyone else. It's not my fault they work twice as hard and only end up half as good. I mean, I'm risking my life out here too, you know.
Well, I suppose that's true. But people will soon begin to resent you if you carry yourself in such a manner. I want you to be loved by all.
Yeah, because you're just the model of popularity around here. Maybe you should try worrying about how you carry yourself for a change.
Delthea, guess what?
What?
I've finally made a friend, and it's Alm. I asked him if we were friends, and he definitely nodded.
I don't know many people who would answer that with a no, but, good for you, I guess?
Isn't it? Now, perhaps you'll finally let me set you on the right path.
Not likely. Actually, here's my advice to you. Try starting a new conversation, where the goal isn't to make the other person think just like you do. You'll make way more friends that way. Trust me on this one. I mean, I'd actually like to get to know you, but you make it so damn hard.
I see. But in that case, what else is there to talk about?
What else? Are you serious right now? Look, am I your adorable and magically omnipotent little sister or not?
Well, yes.
Oh, Lou, thank you! See, that's called a compliment. Now do more of that. Lay it on thick. Tell me I'm freaking amazing!
Is this truly how normal people converse?
Zeke, my love!
Ah, my sweet Tatiana. How cruel for the gods to unite us in such grim times. It grieves me to see you take up arms and put yourself in danger.
Don't say that. This way, we can be together. I'd rather stand with you than cower at home wondering if you'll even return.
As I with you.
Promise me, Zeke. Promise that we'll always be together.
I swear it. On this and every battlefield, I will be at your side, keeping you from harm.
Good. Zeke?
Ah, Tatiana. What is it, my sweet?
Well, it's just... You were staring off into space, my love.
Ah, perhaps I was. The ringing of swords in battle calls up strange images in my mind. I see wars I can't possibly have waged. A past I cannot remember living. We should not dwell on such thoughts. Please, forget I spoke of it.
You fight well today, my love. My eyes could barely keep up with the flashings of your lance.
Tatiana.
Oh no, are you hurt? Because I can heal you if...
Tatiana, you need not pretend this doesn't affect you.
I'm not pretending.
I know you too well to be fooled. If your heart aches, you can speak of it. Perhaps I should have kept these musings to myself. No. Hear me, my sweet. No matter how often the past invades my mind, none but you will ever enter my heart. I promise to be here for you, always.
Oh, my love.
Now, shall we end this fight? Tomorrow awaits if we survive today.
Hey, Celica! How's tricks?
Hello, Mae. I'm managing well enough, I imagine.
Great! Oh, but if you do want to start slacking, you just leave things to me.
You're always so full of energy, Mae.
Yep, that's pretty much my one selling point. Well, that and zapping fools. Now get ready, because I'm gonna help the heck out of you today.
What's wrong, Mae? It's not like you to sigh so aggressively. Is there some way I can help?
Oh, it's nothing important. It's just... Well, I was wondering... Do you think girls should be all delicate and proper and junk?
Well, I suppose I think there's room for every girl to be herself.
Wait, you mean it? Oh, but you're super nice, so of course you'd say that. You don't count.
I don't count? Oh, enough of this, Mae. What's your real problem?
What? Okay, so here's the thing. Hypothetically, just hypothetically, let's say there was someone I liked. Someone I'd always been close to, but who never saw me as a woman. I mean, in that case, I'd have to be the problem, right?
I don't... Oh. Oh! I don't think you need to worry, Mae. You're a wonderful woman. You're kind and cheerful, and you always encourage your friends to keep going. You're an absolute catch just the way you are. Have confidence in yourself.
Aw, jeez. I'm blushing. I mean, hypothetically. We're still just talking hypothetically, right?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Hey, thanks, though. Really. Hey, Celica! Hold up!
Oh, hello, Mae. You seem to be back in your usual high spirits.
You know it. I decided that being myself was the most important thing after all.
I think that's very wise. Besides, it made me sad to see you down.
Hey, but thanks again. You know, for what you said, I was really happy to hear how you felt about me. You gave me the butt kick of confidence that I needed.
Goodness. Well, I only shared the truth with you. I'm proud to call you my friend, Mae, and I hope to do so for a long time.
Of course, silly! We'll be besties forever! Now, get ready to get the heck helped out of you yet again!
Hello, Atlas.
Lady Celica.
I hope you're feeling well. I often worry that you push yourself too hard.
A little scrap like this ain't nothing to worry about. Heck, I do this kind of thing to unwind.
You talk like it's a tavern brawl, though I wager the general idea is the same.
More or less, yeah. So you can keep the orders coming. You saved my life, remember? Gotta do what I can to pay you back.
I see. Well, thank you, Atlas. Just please be careful, okay? What's wrong, Atlas? We're in combat, yet you seem distracted.
Sorry, Lady Celica. I was just thinking of my little brothers and got a mite distracted. I hope they're doing all right.
I hope so too. You must miss them most terribly.
Yeah, but some things just have to wait. Right now, we need to focus on cleaning this place up.
Atlas, I've been thinking.
Oh, yeah? I mean, what about?
Well, I know you miss your younger brothers a great deal. So I thought maybe it would help to think of me as your younger sister.
Sorry?
I know brothers and sisters aren't quite the same, especially as we aren't blood. But, well, I thought it might help regardless.
Well, gosh, that's awfully nice, but it's a bit more than not quite the same. I mean, you're about 1,000,000 times too proper to pass for one of my brothers.
I see. In that case, I apologize. It's just that I see you giving your all for my sake, so... Well, I was merely hoping there might be something I could do for you.
That's a swell thought, Lady Celica. But just the thought's more than enough for me. I knew you were kind, but you're also pretty dang interesting to boot. Makes me that much happier I signed on with you.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. At least, I think I'm glad. How are you feeling, Nomah?
I'm getting by well enough, little one.
That's good. But please promise me that you won't overexert yourself.
Huh. Stop treating me like a frail old man with one foot in the grave. Though I admit all this fighting does take a toll on my poor back.
I'm very sorry to hear it. Let me rub it for you.
Oh, yes. That feels wonderful. Thank you, little one.
Happy to help. How's your back today, Nomah?
Lithe as a willow branch, thanks to you. But now my shoulder is giving me trouble. Old jousting injury, you see.
Oh, you poor thing. Here, let me give you another massage.
You're too kind. I can feel the pain receding already.
I'm very glad to hear it. Hello, Nomah.
Greetings, little one. Oh, yes. So today, it seems I have a new pain in my, hair. Yes, that's,
Stop, Nomah. You don't need to keep pretending. In truth, I don't think you've been in pain this whole time.
Caught on to me, have you?
You've always enjoyed your little jokes and japes. At this rate, you're well enough to keep fighting for me for a long while yet. Uh-oh. Here comes the enemy now. Let's go!
Yes. More fighting. All right, Nomah. Time to suck it up.
Oh, hello, Conrad.
Hunties. Is that you, sister?
Well, yes, of course, but...
Huh? What's so funny?
Sorry, it's just... I know in my head it's you, but you just look so intense with that mask on. It's like I have two different brothers.
Oh, what? Come on. I'm the only brother you need.
Yes, you're right. One is more than enough.
Aunties, everything all right?
Conrad? What happened to your mask?
I decided to stop wearing it when you're around. I mean, how could I keep it on after what you said last time?
Oh, I was only teasing, Conrad. Please don't take it to heart.
Even if you didn't mean it seriously, it's serious to me.
Oh, come on, brother. Don't be like that.
Aunties!
Oh, I didn't know you were so close by.
Kind of funny how we keep running into each other like this, huh?
This is hardly the time for idle chit-chat, Conrad. Everyone else is fighting their hardest, and we need to do the same. Why can't you be as sharp and dashing as when you were the masked knight?
Wait, dashing? Dashing?
1 second. Any who dare lay a hand on my sister shall feel the sting of my blade.
Yes, that's the spirit.
Well, look who the wyvern dragged in.
Hey, Mae. How you holding up?
You know me. Can't complain. It's all just so weird, you know? I mean, we studied magic and all, but, well, I guess I never really expected to be zapping folks for real, is all.
Sure, but we always knew it was a possibility. The whole reason we trained was in case anyone learned the truth about Celica.
Yeah, I know, but still. There's a difference between feeling prepared for something and doing it.
Is there? I seem to be doing all right. Sounds like this is a personal problem.
Come on, seriously? This isn't a shock to your system at all?
I told you before, I knew what I was getting into. I've been ready.
Wow, you almost sounded like an adult just now, Boey.
Ha ha. Age has nothing to do with it. Mae?
Huh? Oh, hey, Boey. What's shaking?
Do you not want to fight? If this is too painful for you, you can just say so. It's all right, really.
No, this is great. Fighting lets me practice everything I've learned. Plus, it's fun to help Celica.
I see. Wait, no I don't. If that's how you feel, what was all that talk about before?
Dadoy! I just said what I was thinking. It's a surprise to be fighting actual real-life people, that's all.
Oh, well, now I feel like an idiot for worrying.
Say, Boey?
What is it?
Traveling around the world like this is pretty fun and all, but I still think I prefer a quiet life of watching the sea back on the island. How about you?
Well, this isn't a conversation I thought we'd be having today. But of course I want to go home soon. My family's waiting there after all.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? What's that mean?
Well, we could also stick with Celica and live in a big fancy castle, yeah? I just wasn't sure which one you'd prefer.
You're headed back to the island, right?
Yeah.
Then that's where I'm going as well.
Huh? Oh, wait, what's that mean?
Are you really such a dope that you can't figure it out?
What?
Oh, hello, tiny one.
Hello.
Hey now, there's no reason to shy away, unless I did something.
No, you didn't. It's just, I don't really handle people like you very well.
Well, that's certainly ominous. Care to expand a little? All right then. Sorry I said anything. I'll keep my distance from now on, okay?
No, Sonya?
Huh. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you didn't like my type.
Yeah, about that. I wanted to apologize. It was a rude thing to say.
You don't have to apologize. It didn't bother me.
Maybe not, but it bothered me. I said what I did because you remind me of my mother.
Okay, now I'm bothered. I'm nowhere near old enough to have a kid your age.
No, it's not like that. It's been years since I last saw her. My mother, I mean. Years since she left me at the Priory.
Ah.
She was beautiful, just like you. And she always wore makeup as well. So, seeing you makes me think of her. I'm sorry.
Oh, you poor thing. Hey, Genny.
Oh, hello, Sonya.
Still not comfortable around me?
Not completely, no. I'm sorry.
It's all right. But I wanted to share something with you. I also grew up in a priory, although it was my father who abandoned me.
Is that true?
Yes. And if I met a man who reminded me of him, I'd likely kick his face in.
Fortunately, you don't come across those types too often. Anyway, my point is that you don't have to hold back with me. You're free to hate my guts as much as you like, because I understand.
No, actually, I feel a little more comfortable after hearing what you said.
Oh, that was quick. Well, in that case, I suppose we can be bitter together.
Hey there, Saber.
You, need something, Jesse?
Nah, just always wanted the chance to have a chat with the legendary Saber. I've heard the tales of your sellsword daring do at all the taverns.
I bet those tales ain't very flattering.
Oh yeah, they're really terrible. Ha, I'm just kidding. They do say you're a shady character, but also damn good in a fight. And a few of them are about all the women you've left in your wake.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Hey again, Saber. So, have you thought about what you're going to do once this job's over?
Of course I have. I'll just pick up and go looking for the next one.
Yeah? Seems like kind of a waste if you ask me. Celica's the type who'd find you a good post when she's in charge, you know.
Do I seem like some kind of royal court kiss-up to you? I just hope she don't make the world too peaceful and put me out of work.
Huh. That's, quite a thing to hope for. So, I've been thinking, Saber.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, but anyway, what do you think of a country made up of mercs like us?
Huh? What's that even mean?
Just what it sounds like. A country made for folks like us. Free from Zofia and Rigel both. No nobles, no commoners, just a place where anyone can live free. And when somebody asks for our help, we go help them. For a fee, of course.
You're a real dreamer. You know that, right? Though, I gotta say, the idea ain't half bad.
Right? Hey, every dream's gotta start somewhere.
How goes it, old friend?
Pretty good, Leon. How about you?
Aw, you know me. I'm always at 110% when you're around.
I'm counting on it. Still, truth be told, I've been thinking about something. You're a rather handsome devil and more than good in a fight. If you could just keep your mouth shut, I bet the ladies would flock to you.
What are you going on about? And what in Milla's name do I want with a whole flock of women? Fighting at your side is enough for me. I require no other distractions.
Yeah? Well, thanks. That's actually pretty flattering, I suppose.
A question for you, old friend.
Shoot.
You and me are past tiptoeing around this kind of thing, so... You lost your whole family, right?
Yeah, I guess I did.
And yet you still fight for this world. That's quite impressive. Of course, you owe the priestess girl, but most men would give up regardless.
Yeah, maybe so. I'll admit, there are times when the pain's so bad it leaves me numb. That's because I was so damn happy when I was with him. It's all an even balance, you know? I got good enough for all the bad. Anyway, I avenged him, so there's no point in hanging on to hate.
I'm impressed, Valbar.
You're awful quiet there, Leon. Something on your mind?
Just realizing I've been a fool for feeling sorry for myself. Compared to what you've gone through, my worries are nothing.
Worries, eh? I didn't think you were the type for all that.
Hi, rude. I've my share of concern the same as anyone else. Such as a not insignificant case of unrequited love.
Oh, that.
But it's fine. Emotions come in many forms, and as you say, there's no point in hanging on. I'm still glad I have these feelings, and nothing will change that.
Well, if it isn't Leon.
If it isn't Kamui.
I normally don't give a tinker's damn what folks think of me, but ouch. I mean, I'm hardly chopped liver here.
So, what then? Are you trying to get me to hit on you or something?
What? No, that's not what I'm...
Because you're really not my type. And you're only 1% of the man Valbar is.
I think you may be overstating things just a tad there. Tell me something, Leon.
Something?
Oh, you're a laugh riot. But anyway, what do you think makes a good man?
That's not easily summed up in a few words, but for starters, he should be kind, strong, and mature, while maintaining a boyish innocence. He also needs to listen, but be ready to tell the hard truths when necessary.
Oh, come on. No one's that perfect.
Someone is, and his name is Valbar.
You are definitely kidding yourself. Say, Leon.
What is it this time, Kamui?
It's about what you said before. So what would you do if Valbar ended up being the opposite of your ideal?
Well, that's an absurd question. But in the interest of humoring you and passing the time, well, I suppose I'd set off looking for a man who met my perfect ideal. A journey like that might actually be kind of fun.
I think that's the first time you and I have agreed on anything.
Listen, Kamui, I'm sorry. Really, I am. This is all very flattering, but I just don't see you like that.
I told you before, that's not what I'm... Oh, never mind.
How are you holding up, Katria?
All's well here, Palla.
Oh, good. That means I don't have to worry about you. Now, Est, on the other hand.
Indeed. Though I imagine we should be used to worrying about her by now. Still, I find it hard to believe that we're all the way in Valentia. The quiet life never lasts for long, does it?
No, it doesn't. Even Arcanea isn't what one would call stable these days. How long do you think we'll have to continue all this fighting?
I wish I knew. Palla?
Did you need something?
I just had a thought. I know it's only happenstance that brought us here, but... Well, Celica and the others are all such good people. And Valentian culture is quite interesting in its own right. Perhaps I should allow myself to enjoy being here a bit more.
That's not what I expected you to say. In fact, you're the last of us I'd supposed to be having such thoughts.
Is it really so out of character?
Maybe not, especially as I think your words were directed at me. And perhaps you're right. I have been rather dour lately, after all. I suppose it is important to find joy wherever life happens to take you.
I couldn't agree more. And I find the most joy in the smiles of my sisters.
Well, that's very sweet. Is something wrong, Katria? You seem down.
Oh, it's nothing. Just musing on Arcanea a bit.
I see. I too worry about our home. I hope Minerva is all right. And
what?
Well, I'm curious who it is that you were thinking of.
What? There's no who. I was just... You can be so cruel sometimes.
Perhaps we'll both just leave it at that then, Now let's get to work. The sooner we win, the sooner we can return home.
Agreed.
How are you feeling, Est?
Never better, sis.
Glad to hear it. Just don't do anything too risky, all right? Unlike Katria and myself, it's been a while since you were in a fight.
Oh, posh, I'm fine. You always were, Mother Hen.
Was I now?
I am fine. Trust me.
Wait just a... Est? Honestly, that child. She thinks this is all just fun and games.
Hey, Palla.
What's wrong, Est? You sound drained.
Yeah, I think I was a little too fired up there. Kinda tired myself out.
What did I tell you? You need to stop being so eager to show off what you can do.
Hey, that's not how I am at all. Okay, maybe it's a little how I am.
You see?
Ugh. It's embarrassing when you know me better than I do. But hey, that's my sister for you. Hey, sis. Can I ask you something?
This must be bad if you need to ask permission first.
No, it's just... Look, maybe I'm wrong in just imagining it, but I'm curious.
About?
Is there a boy you like? You know, here in this army.
What?
I mean, it's such a wonderful group and full of really nice men. So, if any of them caught your eye, I thought maybe I could set you up?
Wow. I don't even know where to begin. We're not here to mingle and find a date, Est. There's no room for that now. I know you mean well, but be serious.
Sorry.
Listen to me, Est. What makes me the most happy is being with you and Katria. You don't need to worry about anything except staying safe. Understood?
Understood. Katria! Hey, Katria, wait up! I have a present for you!
Oh?
It's something we stocked in the shop, but I thought you might want it.
What is this? Some kind of charm?
Yep, made from a stone that a dragon held while it slept for 3 millennia. It'll make any wish come true. Supposedly.
3,000 years? You didn't stop to question that number? And even if that claim were true, it would still just be a stone, no?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. But dragons?
Oh, Est.
Katria! Hey, Katria! I've got another present for you!
What is it this time?
Oh, relax. Why are you such a sourpuss all the time? Anyway, it's tea made from an herb that only grows on a fire dragon's grave.
Gods, it smells like the bad end of an angry wyvern. But all right, I'll bite. What's it supposed to do?
It's chock full of miraculous properties that I forgot. But the quickest way to know is to drink it, right?
That's not happening.
What?
How in the world is that a surprise to you?
Katria?
And what do you have for me today, little Miss Merchant?
Oh, hush. I don't have anything.
Well, that's a shame. I was almost looking forward to it.
You know, I haven't just been fooling around with all these presents. I was really hoping they would make you happy. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted you to know that.
Oh, you silly girl. Est, you don't need to worry yourself about that. Just having you around guarantees things will never be boring here. Please, don't ever change, all right?
Oh, Katria. Wait. That was a compliment, right? I mean, it made me happy. Should I feel happy?
I wonder.
Oh, hello, Randall.
Hey, kid. Keeping your nose clean?
Of course. And you? Any secret dice games I should know about?
When I said I was done with that, I meant it. Do you think I'm a liar? Stop that. You trying to burn holes in me with your eyes or what?
No, I believe you now.
You should. I'm an honest, upstanding sort of man. But I'm also bored senseless now that you shut down all my usual pastimes. So what do you do for fun?
Me?
Come on. There's got to be something you amuse yourself with.
Well, actually, I've been perfecting my solo triangle attack.
Your solo what?
Solo triangle attack.
You do understand that you need 3 people to make a triangle, yeah?
I'm not going to take up other people's valuable time while I'm still training.
but I still want to learn it, so I started practicing alone.
Oh, hey, look at the time. Gotta go.
Hold on, Randall. You're not taking me seriously, but the triangle attack is a legendary art.
Which requires 3 people.
Just for that, I'm making you come along next time I practice.
Wait, what? Why?
Because I said so. And don't you dare stand me up.
Sure, kid, you got it. What have I gotten myself into?
Oh, Randall!
Uh-oh.
I was just looking for you. It's time for that practice session we talked about.
If you say so.
I do. Ready? Triangle attack!
Triangle attack.
Too quiet. Put some super move in it. Triangle attack!
Bah, oh, the hell with it. Triangle attack!
Wow, that's great. I like the way you sort of warbled on the end there. Now, you need to quickly attack while shouting that 3 times.
Of course I do. How did I get dragged into this?
Wipe that displeasure off your face, sir. You'll never be a Pegasus Knight if you keep whining like that.
Wait, who said I wanted to be a Pegasus Knight? Men can't ride Pegasuses. Pegasi? Anyway, they can't ride them.
Says who?
Says all the men in Valentia and Arcanea who've never done it.
So, not a single man has ever become a Pegasus rider? But that just means you can be the first. Don't let history discourage you.
I don't want to be a Pegasus Knight. I've never even flown before. So not only am I unqualified, I'm not even ready to be qualified.
Oh, we can fix that. Want to fly with me sometime?
Actually, you know what? That might be kind of fun. I've always wanted to take to the skies. And we can go anywhere I want?
I'll speak with a friend and see what can be arranged. Just leave it to me.
All right, kid. You got yourself a deal. Don't let me down.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Hello, Randall. Have you recovered yet?
Wish I could say yes, but no. That flying Pegasus excursion really took a toll on me. Let's see, which part was the worst? Weaving between dense trees? The darting through narrow, twisty caves?
Or was it when we stirred up a roost of angry, blood-sucking bats? Oh, wait! What about those idiots with the bows who thought we were geese?
Heart-stopping thrills aren't actually supposed to stop the heart, you know. Do you Pegasus Knights always put yourselves in this much danger?
Well, sort of, I guess. You might call it our daily routine. Anyway, sorry you didn't have any fun. I guess I shouldn't have suggested it.
Now, hold on. I didn't say it wasn't fun, just different than I imagined. I may never go near a Pegasus for the rest of my days, but yeah, it was fun.
Well, I probably shouldn't have made you tag along. In fact, you should just go ahead and go back to your old pastimes. Throw dice, bet on horses, joust with old ladies, whatever you like. It's not like I have any better suggestions.
Hey, I said it was fun. And once the involuntary convulsions stop, I want you to take me again.
Wait, really?
Really. I've had my share of adventures, but none of them top a Pegasus. Nothing ever got my blood pumping like that. Not even close.
You're not just trying to make me feel better?
Not at all. The world here on the ground feels pretty bland by comparison. So now that you've got me hooked on flying, you have to follow through. I want to feel those clouds whipping through my hair again, you hear?
Yay! Just say the word and we can go whenever!
You got it. But like I was saying, give me a couple of days to recover first.
Of course. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you, Randall.
Hello, Yuzu. What are you up to?
Ah, Shade. I was taking the herbs and grains I've gathered and rolling them up.
Ugh, please, don't tell me.
I'm crafting more ration balls.
But why? Who eats those things? I'm certainly not eating them.
This recipe has been passed down my family tree for generations.
I'm not disputing your recipe. I'm just saying it tastes like the end of a horse.
The ration ball contains 100% of one's daily nutritional needs.
100% of which you will immediately want to throw up.
Fie! Have you no respect at all?
Look, I know your magic ration balls saved my life, and I'm grateful. But why not try to improve them? Maybe make them taste better?
And change my ancestors' hollowed recipe? I could never. I've no right to alter that which has for generations survived.
You are so stubborn. Just think about this for a second, Yuzu, please. Whichever of your ancestors came up with it had to start from scratch, right? Which means the ration ball is someone's creation. Maybe it's that spirit of creativity your ancestors really wanted to hand down.
By the gods, you may be right. The scales have fallen from my eyes. I shall improve the ration ball and pass it on to my scions. Ho there, ancient recipe! You're mine now! Have at you!
There we go. But just remember, the point is to make it taste better.
Shade, pray, did you relish the super ration ball I gave you?
Relish? No, I wouldn't say that at all. It was bad, Yuzu. Super bad.
Do you mean bad as in good or bad as in bad?
Bad as in almost shocking in its terribleness.
Fie! Whatever did I do wrong?
It's like you took a regular ration ball and drenched it in some caustic brine. Dare I ask about the secret sauce?
I used the oranges that grow around here. Lots and lots of oranges.
Bad idea.
Why is that?
Well, okay, it's not a terrible idea, at least not on its face. And the sourness does counter some of the ration ball's other, qualities. But you need to strike a better balance. I suppose the original recipe was well thought out in that regard.
I give up.
Oh, stop. Oranges have other benefits, you know. They're good for the skin. And yes, I know I said it was a bad idea, but let me revise that to a good idea which was poorly executed.
Oh? Do you mean it?
Yes. Just maybe use the oranges for something else. Like, instead of eating them, slice them up and make a face pack.
A face pack? What is that?
It's a beauty treatment I picked up in a country I once visited. You take fruit or vegetable slices and put them on your face. They clear up blemishes on the skin and make it more supple.
Fie, it sounds like witchcraft. Does it work?
It works very well, thank you. If you've never tried it, I could make you one.
Nay, I've no need for vanity so long as I have my sword.
You see, it's that stubbornness that keeps you from making a good recipe.
It is not.
We are going to make face packs together. End of story. Got it?
Oh, very well, but only because you demanded of me. Shade? Shade! I experimented with the face pack we assembled together. I must say, its boons are undeniable.
I'm glad you like it. It does do wonders for the skin.
I wouldn't know about that. I speak of its other benefits.
Its other benefits?
The coolness of the oranges against my face transported me. When I closed my eyes, I at once felt both more calm and aware. It's as though the oranges vaulted me into some manner of meditative state.
Well, I suppose they do feel nice. But the important thing is that you liked it.
The potential is staggering. The whole army must know of this. We shall all ride into our next battle wearing packs of produce.
Bad idea.
Again?
The point is to let the nutrients in the oranges seep into your skin. It won't work if you're running around trying to kill people.
Ah, yes, I see. But then what shall I do with all these oranges I purchased?
Wait, is that what's in that huge bag you're lugging around? Just how many did you buy, anyway? Gods, there must be hundreds!
I may have become a bit overexcited at the possibilities.
That's for certain. You'll never use these up on your own.
Alas, what a waste.
Well, not necessarily. Give the bag here.
What will you do?
I'll squeeze the oranges for juice and use the peels to make jam.
What is jam?
Oh, your people don't have it. It's a preserve made by boiling fruit.
It sounds foul.
Oh no, it's quite good. Far better than a ration ball.
Must all your talk return to the subject of my ration balls? Well, I suppose learning to make this jam might teach me about flavor.
There you go. That's the kind of flexible thinking you need. Come with me and I'll teach you. Oh, but you have to do the peeling.
I shall lay the peels at your feet for the jam fodder they are.